Hi, this is Chris from Tweaktown, and we're here at Flash Memory Summit 2014 with Chris Geiser from Samsung. Now, just a month or so back, we went to South Korea. And spent some time with you and the 850 Pro, the fastest consumer SSD on the market right now. Chris, what are you here to talk about at Flash Memory Summit?
You know, Chris, and thanks for coming over to Korea. I mean, we had a really great launch of not only our 850 Pro, our consumer drive that's based on the 3D V-NAND technology that we have. Also came out with some enterprise drives, so they had the 845DC Evo, the 845DC Pro. So, you know, Samsung's really investing a lot to really expand the number of applications where we're going in terms of enterprise as well as client PC performance. And you know, some of the things that we're looking at in terms of Flash Memory Summit this week is one of the things we're going to be announcing is that in addition to the 2-bit V-NAND technology that the 850 Pro is based on, we're actually going to be announcing sampling of a 3-bit V-NAND technology as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty interesting technology because if you think about, you know, some of the benefits of the 3-bit technology, be able to bring some of the cost down, but still have the better endurance, the better performance of the V-NAND technology, and that could be a really interesting platform for both consumer as well as enterprise applications going forward.
Yeah, that's a huge step. And so with V-NAND, you kind of cover one half. You've got the performance, amazing endurance, and then on the 3-bit MLC side, you've got the value.
Cost, density, we can do a lot of things in terms of you know, being able to really kind of break that paradigm, move up to the next level, looking at how do we support next generation interfaces, you know, those types of things, just to be able to continue to really advance the SSD market.
Yeah, very much. Chris, now you brought up next generation interfaces, so you opened the door for me there. Tell us what you think about NVMe and the move to PCI Express buses and beyond.
You know, that's a really great point. It's you know, it's an interesting time in the SSD industry because, you know, you could see this on the 850 Pro, though. Even though the performance was great, class leading, better than a lot of the products that were out there in the industry, we're still fundamentally saturating the SATA 3 interface. So you know, you could see that. I think if you tested some of the lower capacity drives, even you saw a much bigger performance increase from previous generations like the 840 Pro or the 850 Evo to the 850 Pro, and the reason was there's more overhead on a lower capacity drive than there's on a higher capacity drive because of the parallelization effect when you go to higher capacity and more NAND chips. And so consequently, we really do need a change in interface to be able to really take advantage of the performance that we're able to get from this next generation of NAND technologies. So, I mean, NVMe, obviously, we're going to see a lot of new platforms that are coming out over the next you know, quarter or so based on the X99 chipset, and you know, we think that there's going to be a lot of new applications. We're really looking forward to end of year, holiday season. A lot of new technology is going to be driving a lot of you know, the custom PC market and things like that. And we certainly are in that space today. You know, we're shipping a lot of NVMe and you know, next generation kind of tech product to some of our OEM customers. So Samsung, in addition to selling great consumer aftermarket kind of products, we're also a big OEM supplier. I've already started shipping some of those products to some of our big OEM customers, but we're certainly going to see continued development of that, and especially as we get into, you know, PCIe 3.0 and 4.0 and all those great technologies, you know, we're going to see an explosion of performance on the NAND flash and on the SSD side.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, with NVMe moving PCI Express, so it offers such a wide such a higher rate of performance. So at that point, you can actually go take the NVMe controller, use less NAND flash, and package it, use fewer channels, still have very high performance, but at a very low power rate as well.
Especially as we increase density of chips and we increase, you know, all the stacking technology that 3D NAND allows, means that our roadmap in terms of going to 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte kind of capacities, that's there on the roadmap today. And that means it's going to be a really exciting time over the next few years for the SSD industry as we launch those new products and move to higher density, move to higher performance. And like you said, being able to use less chips means better energy efficiency, smaller smaller form factors and applications, embedded applications, cost savings. All those things are really great, and that's why we think that we're kind of at a breakthrough. I mean, you know this if you looked at the storage industry for a while. The performance gains that we've had on the CPU side and the GPU side and the memory side have been massive, something like 10,000 times what the performance was even 10, 15 years ago. But at the same time, the storage subsystem's not increasing in performance that much. It's sort of 10x, 15x over that same period of time. And so by moving to NAND, by moving to flash-based technologies, by moving to next generation interfaces, we can eliminate that bottleneck, really, close the gap with what's happening on the host side, and really develop next generation applications, performance, and systems.
Yeah, very good. Well, Chris, hey, thank you for stopping by.
Great.
We're glad you made it, and stay tuned. We'll have more videos for you soon.
Enjoy.